Hello, everyone. Just wait for a few more just to click on, and we'll get started pretty much straight away. Hi, Farida. Hi, Sarah. Good. Okay. We've got a few on now. So, 1 minute before we start. So, it's 2020. Wow. Where did that 20 years go? Remembering back to the year 2000. 20 years. Do you remember what you were doing in the year 2000? I kind of do. So it's a new decade, and the decade ahead holds for us and all, whether in property, whether in business, technology, whatever it might be, it holds a whole load of change for us. And change is good, especially if you embrace the change and use the change to your benefit. And the only way you can do that is both with knowledge and mindset. And we're going to talk today. I'm going to share my screen in a moment. Happy New Year, all. Sorry, yeah, Happy New Year. All the Happy New Years. Happy New Year! I'm really rubbish with wishing people Happy New Year. So Happy New Year. And Happy Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or Happy Holidays or whatever it is you celebrated over the holiday period. Yeah, good. It's a busy time, isn't it? Especially with kids. Really busy. Christmas is like a roast dinner. Takes you hours and hours and hours to prepare for, especially with kids. It takes them minutes to destroy the wrapping paper. But it's fun to watch. So here we go. Welcome to 2020. I'm going to share my screen, and we have a lot to get through. And please let me know that you can see the screen, and we'll get started. 2020, the decade of change. Can you see the screen? Yeah? Good, thank you. Hi, Jack. So 2020 for me is going to be a decade of change, no matter where you live on the planet. Now, where we're based in the UK, obviously, there's a lot of change that has been building up for the last 3 years or so, simply with Brexit. And supposedly, by the end of this month, January, it will all be in place, apparently. So we'll see. I don't really care too much for Brexit, whether we stay or whether we leave. It's not really making any difference to me, to be fair. In fact, for the last 3 years, it's made very little difference, if any, that I know of to my businesses. That's the way it is. But maybe it's the way that I choose business and what type of business that we do. So the decade of change, passion, purpose, and habits. All of this will help you be much more successful over the next 10 years. For those who have had a bumpy decade since 2010, or a bumpy 20 years, a bumpy millennium so far, this is your chance to kickstart, restart, blow out the cobwebs, chuck out the bullshit in your head, and start moving forwards. Because without growth, you may as well not be here. You need to grow, 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 grow. And I know that the people on here today, you're growing. You've definitely grown. Some of you I've been working with for like 4 or 5 years, and you're still here. And I know that you have grown significantly, massively. So let's kick on. Technology. Some are scared shitless of technology. They are scared of the phone in their hand. they have this settings on their phone that says, oh, screen time. You've been on here for 2 hours. Get off the phone. Hey, if you're playing games on your phone, then yes, set a screen time. If you're just messaging and bullshitting and WhatsApping and whatever you're doing, and you're doing that and it's not productive, then yeah, you need to get off your phone. However, for us in business, and I'm talking for us, including teenagers now and young children who are not in their teens, that they must embrace this technology for business purposes, because it is the number one tool today. Your phone, your smartphone in your hand is your number one tool today. Yes, your number one tool today for success in business, as long as you use it correctly. If someone says to you, get off your phone, you're always on your phone, get stuffed, I'm working, I'm busy, I'm making money. If that's the case, yes, you need to limit your time, when you're family and in cafes and restaurants, when you're with other people, that's just bad manners. But if you're in a cafe, you're on your own, you're in a restaurant on your own, you do what you want. You get on the phone, you do your business. You post what you need to post on social media, because social media is the platform for you to be found and to be seen. Phones have changed so much in the last 10 years, 20 years, especially in the last sort of 7, 8 years. They've changed dramatically. And the reason they've changed is to suit the technology and to suit the demands that us, the human race, are putting on these creators of tech. Some, like Apple, even create tech that we then have to adapt to. If you do not adapt, and I'm talking us good old 40-plussers and everyone else, but, for the generation that we are currently in, as in us, the non-millennials, you need to embrace this technology and stop looking at it like, what are they crap? Stop looking at kids saying, what are those kids doing on their phones? What are those teenagers doing on their phones? That teenager could be a multimillionaire selling their clothing line on Instagram with 2 million followers. Who knows? You don't know, so don't judge. In fact, on that, in 2009, there was a report in The Guardian that 419, I think it was, new businesses were started up by teenagers in 2019. 10 years later, it's over 4,000. And what are those businesses? They're all tech-related. Tech-related as in they're using the tech to promote and sell those products. Those products include clothing lines. They include... There's one young kid who's making coral eyewear, which is like contact lenses made out of natural fibers and materials. Why? Because that's how teenagers think. They want to save the planet. They want to save the world. Whereas the older people, the older generation, like stuff, I won't be here in 10, 20, 30 years. What do I care? And then, there's the onslaught of the vegans. Don't push it aside. Don't say, screw the vegans, because it is a change that's happening. There's a business opportunity there. If somebody came up with awesome vegan food right now that tasted amazing, I'd eat it. I would eat it. For me, I like the taste of chicken. I love it. I like meat. I like the taste. However, even my kids, my son, he's 7 years old. He comes home and he talks to me. He said, Dad, what are we going to do to get rid of plastic in the house? Whoa, what? But instead of saying, what are you talking about? Who cares? You have to care, because the next generation is what we are now building and taking care of. So plastics, all this sort of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of hype about it on TV, but some of the hype is reality. The fires in Australia, climate change, whatever it might be. These young kids are thinking how they can battle this. But what they're doing is they're not just thinking about how can we combat this. They're monetizing it and turning it into businesses, which is where we need to start thinking. I was talking to 3 guys yesterday, and we were talking about, teenagers, and they were saying, oh, teenagers, I've got 2 teenagers, and oh, you know, they never talk. That's not the teenagers' problem. I can tell you, it's not the teenagers' problem. It's our problem. It's your problem. It's because the teenagers don't understand you. And your lack of compassion for the planet, or whatever it might be, or your lack of compassion, or your lack of leverage for technology. They don't get it. You're just saying, get off your phone. What are you doing on your phone? So it's about now understanding the younger generation, the millennials, who are now 20 years old. 20 years old. They were born in the year 2000. They're 20 years old. A lot of these guys, look at Jenner, whatever her name is, one of the Kardashians. She's a billionaire from using technology. Tell me it doesn't work. It works. Movies. Remember the day when you used to, I mean, the millennials, they won't remember when you used to go to Blockbuster and get a movie and go home and get some popcorn or crisps or whatever it was, or a can of Coke, and sit there and watch a movie. You'd all sit around and watch the same TV. No, the world is much more fluid now. You can sit on your phone and watch a movie, Netflix, on the way to work. If you work and if you commute, you watch a movie just about anywhere. Watch movies on airplanes. Do what you want. You can fast forward. You can return it. You can right, stuff it. I don't want to watch another one. You can start 20 movies on the way to work. Oh, I'll watch it later. Podcasts, all this sort of thing. Technology, embrace it. Because of all these things we use. Cars. In the next decade, electricity and cars will combine to take over the automobile industry. And yet, I know people now, I don't want an electric car. Can you imagine Top Gear? Jeremy Clarkson, I know he's not on there anymore. He does some other thing. He's on there and he sort of says, oh, electric cars, no good, no good. Now, imagine if you had some young teenagers on that program running Top Gear. What would they be promoting? What would they be talking about? They'd be talking electric all day long. They'd be talking about the next generation. Here, how can we be more efficient? That's what they'd be talking about. How do we get natural materials into cars? Let's get rid of the rubber. Let's get rid of the plastic. How can we make cars dissolve over time? Maybe that's what they're thinking. Social media. Who's on TikTok? Who's heard of TikTok? TikTok. It's the biggest platform now for young people. Get on it, have a look. But be careful what you say. Because if you're a negative person and that type of thing, you're going to get hammered on TikTok. It's about this vibrant generation and videos and 3D stuff, all sorts of stuff, TikTok. But it's a different language. Go on there and read and listen to the videos of what it's different. But you've got to embrace and adapt to this. You've got to be flexible. And business is changing with technology. We have these platforms of social media and using phones and the internet and all these type of things. That's so much easier now than it used to be. You know, you used to put ads in the newspaper, wait for it to come out on Thursday. Now you can spend 10 minutes doing an ad and it's instantly up within minutes. It's so easy now to promote your business, but you need to promote. I don't care if you own a cafe. I don't care if you own a bookshop. I don't care if you own, a computer business, a phone business, a microphone business, a photo business, a photography business. I don't care what it is. You need to promote. You need to use social media as your platform, and you use your websites to link back for a call to action. But again, you can do that call to action on social media and bring it back. Hashtag freaking everything. I remember when hashtag comes out in the @ symbol a few years ago. People are, oh, what's this hashtag shit? It looks messy. It's called promotion. It's called technology. It's called advancing. It's called growing. People change over the next decade. If you don't, you'll get left behind. People need to change, and people will automatically change because of all the technology that we have there in place. People's habits change because of phones and technology changes. People's habits will change because cars are changing to electricity. People will start building houses. You know, in the next 10 years, people will start building smart houses. And why are they going to build smart houses? Because the millennials want to build smart houses, and they will be the ones who own these businesses. Homes that you won't need to heat or you won't need to cool. They'll work out some way that they are just ambient all year round. Again, to save the planet. Again, to save energy. That's what it's all about. Think about what you see and what you hear about and what you talk about all day long. This is what's happening. But you need to stop and think sometimes, okay, so this is what's happening. So what is the world demanding? How can I help? How can I monetize? Failure. For those who have failed, I congratulate you and salute you. Because number one, you're being honest and saying you failed. And number two, you've learned more than somebody who's never failed. When I say never failed, they're not being honest, because everyone fails at something. Do not be scared of the word failure. Do not be scared to say, I failed, I screwed up, I messed up, I fucked up. But you know what? I won't do it again. You will continue to fail until you learn the lesson. The lesson will continue to show up until you learn. So fail. Have fun failing. Missed goals. Who's missed their goals for the last 20 years, the last 10 years, the last 12 months, the last quarter? I can tell you it's because of a lack of passion. You do not have the passion in place. And I'll explain what I mean by that and what passion is as we go along. You have no purpose. And if you don't believe me, do the exercise now. Say to yourself, I am passionate about... Shit, what am I passionate about? And I know you're sitting there going, well, I'm passionate about, I don't know, EastEnders. I'm passionate about saving the planet now because that said so. I'm passionate about technology. Bullshit. Do not get passionate about something that somebody says. Don't go out and copy fucking everything. Think to yourself what it is that you want. What is your purpose? What is your purpose in life? And if you've missed goals and you've failed, you are not happy. You're not wealthy in many cases if it's a monetary goal. And are you justifying your lack of success? Oh, yeah, but it wasn't the right time. Oh, yeah, but they ripped me off. Oh, but they told me something and I did what they said, but it was wrong. Oh, yeah, I'm just not quite ready at the moment. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it in the new year. I'm going to wait until January 1st, 2020 to set a fucking New Year's resolution. And 12 days later, it's going to go and fizzle out because that's the stats. New Year's Day is not a new year. It's not a new beginning. It's just another day. And all we're doing is celebrating the orbit, the freaking sun orbiting the Earth. That's it. Takes 365 days. One extra day this year being a leap year. So yeah, you got an extra day. There is no excuse. You got 24 hours extra this year to be successful. But stop justifying your lack of success and say to yourself, right, I failed. What do I do to win? What do I do for success? If I'm honest with myself, did I do enough work? I mean, for me, I've said I'll do this for you guys. It's taken a while to put together. It'll take an hour or more to present. I didn't need to. We could just do a Q&A, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, ciao. But I'm passionate about helping other people and helping you. So that at the end of this year, in fact, at the end of this quarter, I want you all to come back to me and say, I'm not justifying my success, my lack of success. I'm now telling you about my success. And it doesn't matter how small that success is, whether that's an extra £10 for that quarter in your bank account than what you would have had. That's success because you're moving forward. Baby steps sometimes for some people. Success is vital to your well-being. If you don't If you think to yourself, what's that shit mean? Okay, go back to caveman days when they invented the wheel and discovered fire and all these sort of things. Without that success, we wouldn't have cars, we wouldn't have combustion, we wouldn't have a lot of things without fire. Think about it. It's vital to human growth, human success. Success is vital. It really is. Some successes have brought the planet to where it is now. So now we have to say, right, we failed there. Now let's change and do this. Move on. Do not be scared of failure. I dare you to fucking fail. I fail a lot on a weekly basis. There might be small failures, but they're failures. I fix them pretty freaking quickly. But it might just be, okay, I've taken a punt with something. We'll move forward with that. Didn't work out. Fuck it. Next one. Put something in that does work. Wow, shit, that works. I don't justify my lack of success and saying, okay, I did that wrong, and it was wrong because it's the wrong product, and the product what didn't work out how it should have worked out. No, thank you. Hey, yeah, I'll take that on the head. I put in the wrong product. Let's go with this product and see how that goes. Sometimes you got to trial stuff. You got to go with trial and error is trial and fuck up, trial and failure. That's what error is, failure. Until you get to trial, failure, trial, error, trial. Oh, success. Woohoo. It doesn't matter what you do. Personal stuff, business, property, it doesn't matter. Fail. So what's your current situation? And I know a lot of you quite, well, some of you very, very well. And I know from years ago, the different circles that you used to hang out in, the people that influenced your life. In some cases, it's you that influences you. So are you worried about what your circle of friends, your inner circle, your mates think about you? Which is why you can't openly look them in the face and say, look, I failed, but I'm going to fix it. It can trap you. It can trap you for years. It can trap you for the next decade. It can trap you for your entire life. You will have doubters, you will have critics, and you will have people who are extremely envious of your success. But until you become successful, they will doubt you, they will pull you down, they will criticize you, they will complain about you. And then when you hit that success, they will just be envious and try to pull you down from that spot. And yet you continue to walk in these circles. Eliminate this shit from your life. Look, if it's a family member, take it on the chin and see your family. Do what you got to do. But if there's people in your circle of life, Elton John song, so, yeah, if there's people in your circle of life that you know are restricting you and pulling you back, distance yourself. I'm not saying get rid of them. Distance yourself. There will be some people you do really need to get rid of, because some of those doubters and critics can be quite abusive in their language and the way they are towards you and their mind games and all this shit. Get rid of them. I've done it. It's not easy. It's not easy, but I've done it. And you feel good because you can move on. Be aware of the relationships that you have. Create that awareness of the relationship that you have. Sit down, analyze those relationships every now and then. Right, where is this relationship going? What are they getting from me? What am I getting from them? Is it a two-way street? Or are they just draining me? You know, sometimes you have a conversation with people. No, man, shit, I just feel so drained. Because they are like leeches, just sucking the information from you and giving nothing back. The environment that you live within, as in your circle, it could be highly limiting your success. This is not easy for me to tell you because I don't know everyone's personal life and I don't want to get under your skin so much. I simply want you to be successful in the most easiest, simplest journey possible. And this, for human beings, is a fact. That, you know, the people you live with, the people you don't live, the people you hang around with, the people you work with, it can really be, it's like a little hammer that's just constantly knock, or a dripping tap. And you think, what is that freaking noise? And your subconscious mind, it's just killing your head. And that's your limiting environment. Bang, bang, bang. Do you live in the city? You don't really like the city. You hate the city. Get out of the freaking city. You live in the country, too quiet. Get in the city. You've got to feel good about your surroundings. You've got to feel good about yourself. You've got to feel good about your friends. You've got to say to yourself when your friend phones up, hey, do you want a coffee? Man, I would love a coffee with you. Because you know you're getting something back and you can give to them. It's a two-way street, reciprocal. You've got to love hanging out with your mates. Love hanging out with your partner, your mom, your daughters, your uncles, your aunties, your mates, whatever. Think about who your role models are. Who do you look up to? Some of you will say, nobody. Find a role model. You've got to find somebody that you look up to. And in some cases, that can be God. Whatever God it is that you pray to, because not everyone prays to the same God, right? You've got to have a role model and someone, not necessarily that you copy, someone that influences you for the right reasons. How do they inspire you? What are your aspirations created from that relationship? From those role models? It could be your mum, could be your dad, uncle, your grandfather, whatever. It doesn't matter who it is. You've got to have a role model, someone that you talk to, someone that you bounce off, and someone that you chat to. And that you can offload your failures about and talk about failures too. And then work out a plan for success, which is what I'm trying to do for you today. And think to yourself, those people in that circle that you hang around in, if they're being critical and doubting and envious of you, most of it is projection. They're kind of telling you what they think about themselves. Are they really happy? Are they fulfilled? I doubt it very much. Because if they were happy and they were fulfilled, they would spur you on and learn from you. Shit, you're doing awesome things. How can I help? How can I be part of that? Not, what a load of crap. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. No, you're wrong. Property, shares, business, go to work, do your job, pay your taxes. Mum and dad said so, and so did granddad. And by the way, so did great granddad. Fuck them. Seriously. Because they're not happy and fulfilled. And when I'm talking about the teenagers and what they're doing, they haven't been restricted yet by all of this worldly shit, as in, you can't do that, and the doubters and the critics. And if they have, they don't listen to them, such as parents don't have conversations with their teenage sons and daughters because they see them as doubters and critics. And most of them are, to be fair. If you think about when you've had teenagers, if you have, or you know teenagers, most people are critical of teenagers. Teenager, first thing comes to your mind, lazy shits. They're not. They're just on a different wavelength to you and me and us and the older generation. And we do have a teenager here. And that teenager is saying, yes, 100%, exactly. Can I show my mum and dad this? Yes, you can, mate. Of course you can. Don't tell them my address. You've got to open your mind to new experiences and fresh new people, relationships that are going to help you to get to your point of success and help you with your purpose, help you create your passion, help you with your life goals, your quarterly goals, your annual goals. And that's not to go and sap them dry. It's to go together, arm in arm, not drag them or pull them or be pulled along. Let's do this side by side, dudes. That's what it's about. Let's do this. Build up your followers on Facebook. Build up your followers on Instagram and Twitter and whatever. And if people say you're full of shit, you're a load of crap, embrace it. Thanks, dude. I've got my first troll. Woohoo! Thought that would have come a long time ago. Embrace it. Have fun. You don't need a thick skin. You just need a reflector that goes bing, bing, and all the shit. I can't tell you the messages that we get, private messages that we get about all of our different businesses. I just laugh at them. Yeah, it's in your face, dude. What are you, a doubter, a critic, or just envious? That's how you got to think about these dickheads out there. And remember, the average of 5 people you spend with the most time with, that's you. Think about the 5 people closest to you in your inner circle, and they have a massive influence on your life and your success. Huge. Think about those 5 people in that one hand. Think about them now. Name them to yourself. Boom, 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 boom. How do they influence my life? Boom, 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 boom. Are they limiting my life? Are they limiting my success? Are they doubters? Are they critics? Are they envious? If they are, you might want to push them over to the outer circle and bring someone else in. Even if you have 4, 3, 2 people on an inner circle or 1, push those others out and start building that inner circle back up with the right people. I can tell you, I've had super successful people in my circle. I count on my, in my 5. Boom! I've eliminated them within 24 hours because of something that they do. Yes, they did it, and I'm a forgiving person. However, they showed no remorse, nothing whatsoever. So bye-bye. Ciao for now. It's not forever. It might be. That's what happens. Find yourself. Hide and seek time. Surprise, surprise, we don't find ourselves. Oh, I'm going on holiday, man. I need to find myself, yeah. You don't find yourself. You're fucking here. Oh, I'm going to find myself. Look in the mirror. Oh, shit, there I am. I didn't need a fucking year off in India or traveling Thailand, but sitting with gurus and go click, click, click. No offense to that. It's great. But you don't need to find yourself. What you're doing is you're creating yourself. You build yourself. You build your life. And all of that stuff that I mentioned before about your circle is all part of this. Yes, we fail. Get used to it. Fuck the guru shit that failure is not good. Failure is awesome. We get up after failure. We get knocked down, we get up. We go again. And we succeed. Trial and error. Trial and error. We try, we fail. We try, we fail. We get up, we go again. Oh shit, we've succeeded. We shape our future today. We don't shape our future in a year. We don't shape our future in 5 years' time. Because in 5 years' time, you're shaping the next day. And you've lost 5 years. You've got to create who it is that you want to be. And that starts immediately now. Think who you are. Think about your circle of friends at the moment, or the circles that you move within. And ask yourself, am I who I think others think I should be? Big question. Am I who I think others think I should be? In other words, you're not you. You're a mixture of those 5 other people who are influencing you. Oh, you should do this, or you should buy this dress. Or you should buy this car, darling. You should buy this house. Or you should support this football team. You should use this perfume. You should drive this car. Yeah. Are you being true to you? You're being true to your passion, because you're not. You have no passion or purpose if you're just being who you think others think you should be. You're not you. Are you who others think you should be today? And thank you for the honest people who are saying, fuck that, yes I am. Wake up call. Well done, dude. And then you say to yourself, who would I like to be? And do this little exercise. It will get emotional, but do this exercise. When we're finished, go and stand in front of a mirror. Don't sit down, stand in front of a mirror. Get that mirror nice and close, or get nice and close to the mirror, and look deeply into your eyes for about 1 minute. Weird shit happens. And tell yourself, I am simply who others think I should be. See how you feel. And then keep looking at yourself and say, it's time for change. I am now who I want to be. And the person that I want to be is X, Y, Z, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Successful in whatever it might be. But do it at the end, because there's some other stuff that you'll think about before you do that. Please do that exercise. It will fucking hit hard. It will hit hard. Tell yourself what you've done. Tell yourself where you've failed. And then tell yourself where you're going to fix it. It's an emotional roller coaster in front of that mirror, believe me. Because you have to be honest with yourself. And you have to be deadly honest with yourself in front of that mirror, looking deep into your eyes. Because you're seeing what other people see. If you don't like it, change it. And you can change. Anyone can change. Can change anything. As long as you want that change. If you're happy in your comfort zone now, of fucking mediocrity, stick to it. Jump off now. Go and grab yourself a little fucking can of ice cream. Maybe a fucking bottle of whiskey. Sit in your bed. Put the TV on. Watch some fucking daytime TV. And moan about the world. Because that's all you're going to get. No one gives a shit. Oh, fuck, yeah. They didn't do a lot in their life. So passion and purpose. Your passion is about you. Your purpose is there for others. Make sense? Think about it. Your passion is for you. Because I can tell you, without passion, you will have no purpose and you will not help others. Imagine me sitting here today. Yes, so I'm very passionate about skydiving. And I feel that my purpose in life is to simply jump from planes. And hopefully the parachute will open every time. Where the fuck is the passion? Where's the purpose? My passion is property. My passion is my kids. My passion is helping others. I have multiple passions, multiple, which is why I'm constantly on the go, because I'm passionate about everything that I am passionate about. I'm passionate about property because it is so successful. It is such an awesome strategy to make money and to create wealth and to build on your purpose and help others. Without property, I wouldn't be here today helping you guys. Great vision, great planning, goals, whatever you want to call it, aspirations, inspirations, none of it will happen unless it's in your heart and true to you. See the pattern? There's a pattern here. Your passions need to be about you and who you are and what you absolutely fucking love doing. Without doubt. If it's not property, fuck off and do something else. Because if you don't, it will grind you down. Or keep property as a sideline. Keep property as your long-term wealth builder. Start a business somewhere else that you're passionate about. But when you've got the financial freedom from property, you can do what you want, when you want, with whoever the fuck you want. That's what we've been teaching for years. Passion makes you happy. You happy. Say it. Passion makes me happy. Why don't I have a fucking passion? Why am I not happy? Because I'm not passionate. I have no passion. Your purposes make a difference to others. My purpose is going to make a difference to those people down there. The teenagers, their purpose is to save the fucking world. Create products that are natural. That will help the universe. Do what you're passionate about. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? If I had to sit here today and talk about, I don't know, fucking cameras, I like what cameras do. But shit, when they start talking about aperture and snapperature and whatever, it bores the shit out of me. And yet some people go, oh, I took some great photos. I think I'm going to do a photography course and become a photographer. Why do you think so many people go to uni, fuck up and leave and become salespeople? Because they just do a course. They're not passionate about what they're doing. Oh, yeah, well, I'm just going to do like theology, man. Yeah. Mum and Dad want me to be an accountant, so I'm going to go and do like maths. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do a business degree, man. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm going to study like some weird fucking left field shit because it's cool. Because it's cool or because you're passionate about it? And kids today, it's been like it for years, right? But they're coming out of uni and they're studying what they want to do, but they can't get jobs. Even if they're getting like the top grade, distinctions here, there, and everywhere. People with PhDs can't walk into a job that I can do. They can't do it. Which is why a lot of the young guys, kids and stuff and girls are setting up businesses as a bit of a sideline to start with to pay their uni fees so they can finish uni and their college fees and whatever. And then from there, wow, shit, this is cool. I have a business. And I'm passionate about it and I love it. Finding purpose. You may say to yourself, what should I do with my life? What is my life purpose? What that means is, what can I do with my time that I love, i.e., what do I love doing and is important to others? You've got your passion there, which is what can I do with my time that I love doing? That's your passion. And it's important to others. That's your purpose. Remember when you first came on my course, I always talk about your purpose must include others. Some people call it your why or whatever. It must include others because that's what your purpose is about. It's why you're here on this freaking planet. You're not on this planet to sit in a fucking toilet all day and not see anyone and do anything. That is not human. That's anti-human. You know, even if you talk about the 6 human needs: certainty, uncertainty, significance, love, growth, contribution. They're all human needs, and you don't get any of those by being a freaking recluse and not helping others. Contribution and growth, those 2 things are helping others. Love is helping others. Significance is getting that significance for the contribution. Certainty, know where you're going, know what you're doing, i.e. having a plan, having a goal. Uncertainty is not the opposite of certainty. In this case, it's more about having adventures, doing something you love, something you wouldn't normally do. Fuck it, let's start a business. Let's have some fun. Let's not care about if we fail, but let's have fun fucking failing. Let's do it. Oh, I did a bungee jump. Fuck it, snap. But that's okay. I landed well. You know? Go and learn how to surf. Oh, shit. I've fallen over 50 times. I can tell you, when I learned to surf years and years ago in Australia, I must have gone down 100 times. But that time you get up and catch that wave and cut back, it is the most amazing feeling, and I will never, ever forget it. I don't remember the times after surfing. Yeah, I remember the waves and the places I surfed, but I will never forget that first time I got that wave and I was on that board. Awesome. Go and try something different. Create adventure. You know, oh, I'm going for a walk. I'm taking the dogs out. You do that every freaking day. That's not an adventure. Think about something you've never done and go and do it. Because sometimes adventure can create imagination, and imagination creates awesome business, awesome ideas, and awesome passion. Do something adventurous and you might just find your passion and your purpose. Mindset. Big fact. Success is about mindset. It really is. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to do this, and la, 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 la. And this is my plan. This is my plan. Every morning. How do you create that success? How do you create that motivation? Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, in his 80s. What's he passionate about? What's his purpose? He could have said 10 years ago, fuck this, man. I'm going to sit on the beach on a computer. What do all these dickheads talk about? Oh, shit, I don't do a computer. Yeah, I'm running a business. No, you're not. You're a lazy shit. You're not helping others. He mentions your change of habit will make or break you in life. Think about your daily habits, what you do now. What do you do when you get up? Oh, fucking hell, it's raining. Not going out. You moan about the weather. You check your phone. Oh, who's complaining here? You look at the news. Ah, fucking Trump's killing people in Iran. Automatically, you started your day off in a massive negative fucking boost of shit. Start it off positive. Change your habits. Don't look at your phone until 9 o'clock. Don't read the news. Don't look at your news. Put a movie on. Put music on. Upbeat, funk, whatever. Music, whatever you love. Put some music on. Sing in the shower. Have fun. Embrace the world. And then say to yourself, right, bang, now I'm going to do my emails at 10 o'clock. Boom, 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 boom. When the emails are finished, don't look at your emails again until 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Boom, 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 bang, bang, bang. People will wait. They will wait. Most people don't expect an email from you instantly. So stop doing the instant shit. They will wait. Do not at 4 o'clock. Have a cup of tea. Enjoy doing your emails. Ooh. Can't wait for me cup of tea at 4 o'clock. I might even have a cheeky little digestive biscuit or whatever, or bourbon cream or whatever, chocolate, you know. And then you focus on your emails, and then you can give much better responses because you're happy. You have a different mindset. Get into the wrong habits, and the chains will be too heavy to be broken. In other words, the shit, the negative crap will weigh you down, and you will not be able to see the fucking wood for the trees. Trees for the wood? You know what I mean. I'm shit at sayings. And it gets too heavy. It becomes a burden, and it becomes your life. Remember, what you think about, you talk about. What you talk about become your actions become your life. So what do? Your mindset needs to change. One habit at a time. You cannot create massive change instantly now. Sit down, work out what are those habits going to be. Put them in your diary. Do reminders. So 10 o'clock, beep, beep, hey, I've got to do my emails. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it takes, half an hour. Depends how many emails you get. And then set it again for 3 o'clock. Boom, boom, hey, emails. 1 o'clock, lunch, have lunch. Chill out. Read something fun. Start looking at creating an adventure. Or create another business. Create another passion. Add to your purpose. The habits. To create your positive daily habits. Remember, I just told you some of the negatives. It needs to be a constant activity, which is why you put these in your diary. It alerts you to what's going on. Some people say, I don't like getting fucking pings from my diary. I've got to do something. It makes me anxious. Get the fuck over it. Make it fun. It's a positive habit. And after a week, 2 weeks, and a month, after doing this, you'll say to yourself, I don't know who I am anymore. But it'll be a good, I don't know who I am anymore. Then get a hold of that mirror, look yourself in the face, and tell yourself what you've done. Because if you do this, you will create success. Your habits must be adaptable. You must be adaptable. They are not fixed in stone. They will change as you grow. They will change the more you contribute to the world. They will change as you create more certainty. They will create as you get more significance. They will change and create adaptability for new love in your life, whether that be a person or rekindled love or love for the passionate things that you do. And you must refine your why, your purpose on a daily basis. And that's one thing that you need to put in to your calendar. And that could be, instead of laying there at night watching TV, waiting to nod off, checking fucking whatever, make that your time to sit there and think, okay, how do I add to my why? How do I refine it? How do I make it more efficient? Because when you start, it will be fairly broad. But as you go on and you work your purpose, you work your daily habits, your purpose will refine itself. Your why will shrink down to you be able to say, this is my why, this is my purpose. Without going, I think, and I want, and I'd love to, and I just can't, but I will. That's not a why. You still don't have your why. You still don't have your purpose. So your life purpose, your dynamic life goal, and I know we've gone through goals before, but your life goal must be dynamic. With here, we just said refine, adapt. Here, we're talking about a dynamic life goal. Your life goal will be your purpose. It's constantly changing because you are changing, you are growing, you're contributing, you get more significant, certainty, uncertainty, the whole lot. Now do this. I don't want you to look back anymore. We've done that. We've done that at the start. We're looking forward now. Fast forward your head now, your life. Fast forward it now, as it is now, your life. Fast forward 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years. And if you're 18, like our teenager here, fast forward yourself to 25, to 40, to 60, and retirement. Retirement sucks. It's a load of shit. Never retire. You will never retire if you are passionate about what you do. You don't want to retire. Retirement's for the JOBs and the shit they're not passionate about and have no purpose. We don't retire. Fuck retirement. Say it. So where are you now? We're now 5 years ahead. We are 2025. Woo! There's a few more electric cars on the road. Yeah. iPhones are slimmer. They break easier. There's new technology. There's new businesses. It's raining more. It's sunny more. There's more fires. Whatever. But what are you doing? What are you doing to contribute to the world? What are you doing to contribute to help? What have you found that the world needs, and then you provide? Because that's gonna be your passion. For me, I put roofs over people's heads, and I love it. And I help others, like you, put roofs over other people's heads. I supply a solution to a need in many, many different businesses. It's what we do. We love it. It's not work when you're passionate about it. Now think 10 years ahead. I know that I'm going to turn 50 in the next 10 years. I like the sound of that. I'm going to turn 50 in the next decade. I'm not telling you when. How old will you be? What big birthday will you have in the next decade? For a teenager, it's going to be 21. And what will you be doing? How will your life look in 10 years compared to what it looks like today? How would it look? And I'm not saying, what are you doing in 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? That's a load of bullshit, because that's goals and that's planning. I'm asking you right now, as you are now, the person that you are, the circle that you have, the 5 people you spend the most time with, if you continue to do that, where will you be in 5 years? Where will you be in 10 years? If you continue to do the same shit you do today, where will you be? In fucking dire straits. All of this can be skewed by your experiences so far and the people that you hang out with so far, or thus far. So you're thinking 5 years ahead now with the people that you currently are with. Maybe you need to do a little bit of culling. Maybe you need to stop going to a certain pub where they're all very negative. Change pubs. Don't go to that cafe, go to another cafe. Stop listening to me. Start listening to me. Listen more to yourself. Stop listening to the naysayers, the critics, the doubters, the envious. So what's the end look like for you? If you were to leave this planet in 5 years, would you be happy? If you were to leave the planet in 10 years, would you be happy? If you were to leave this planet in 50 years' time, what does your life goal look like? What's the end look like? What's it going to be? This is your life. How's it going to read? Is it going to be a good read? Is it going to be interesting? 1 chapter, 20 chapters, 100 chapters, 5 books, 10 novels, an encyclopedia. Is it going to be fun reading? Is it going to be a boring read? Because I can tell you what, you're the author of this book. You are writing your own book right now. You don't realize it, but right now, someone in fucking audiobook in heaven, wherever you think you're going, is writing all this shit down. January 7, 2020, Ashley Manfield at 10:27, you're doing this and this and this. Is it going to be a good read? How does your book read now? Boring as shit? Wow, inspirational. Wow, look how many times this person failed. And yet, look at the successes and look at the people that they helped. Look at the other people who have this success. This is not bragging rights. This is purpose. Look what they did. My kids, I want my kids to be able to sit down with their kids and say, your grandfather, he helped people do this, he helped people do that, and he helped us. And because of him, we are where we are today, etc., etc., etc. Or your grandfather, he never really spent time with us and didn't really care. We had to go out and do this and do that. Yeah, there's hardships are good for kids, but not constant. Make the changes now. It will change your life. That I can 100% guarantee you. That if you make a change today, it will change your life forever. You know, talk about sliding doors. There's even a movie, Sliding Doors. If you went that way today, which is your current path, or you decided to stop at the train, I'm not going to take that door and I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to create some invention. Whoa, goosebumps. I'm going to go that way. Let's see what happens. And it's like this road that you never traveled, this journey, like, wow, look at this shit. Wow. And you get these goosebumps and your heart starts to beat a bit fast. You get a little bit sweaty because you're enjoying yourself. You're happy. You're loving life. And does your dynamic life goal work for you? It must be about you and how you are going to help others and create something that's important to others. Without you, nothing of this is going to happen. And it must be about you and your passions, not what others think you should be. Finance, financial. What can I do with my time that is important and helps others? It's the same thing for the financial goal. Because I can tell you that no matter what you do, if you're passionate about it, all of the money turns up as if by magic. Because people will buy into you. They will buy. What's currently in your bank account? Zero, negative, positive? Do you need? What more do you need in a bank account? What do you need it to be? What do you want to achieve? So your current bank account, what is it? What do you need it to be, i.e. to be financially free? But what do you want to achieve? And I'm saying bank account, money in the bank doesn't do anyone any good. But if you've got money in the bank, you can spend that money and invest it by helping others create other businesses, by helping others build their portfolios in rent to rent. I put some of you together with others so that they can help you build your empire. They can help you expand your passion. They can help you build upon your purpose. That's what I try to do with you. It must be purpose-led. Your financial goals must be purpose-led. What I mean by that is, oh, I want to buy a new car. It's not about you. When you help others, money will come in fistfuls. It will come in like you wouldn't believe. You do the right thing, you're passionate, and you're true to yourself, you will be true to others. Give stuff back. It doesn't have to be money, it can be your time. If you don't have money now, give people your time. I mean, on my YouTube videos, I give tons of content. The guys who I sat down with yesterday said I could probably have got everything off there, but I wanted to meet you. And they're spending hundreds of pounds to come and do that. Because I'm giving the information. I'm not holding it back. Today, I'm not holding it back. I'm telling you how I operate. It's like me looking in the mirror now. This is what I'm doing. This is how I'm going. Pay it forward. Watch the movie, Pay It Forward. It's great. You'll learn something from it. Watch the movie, The Pursuit of Happiness. They're all about giving to others first. Because once you give to others, it will just come. You'll be like, whoa, where's it all coming from? My phone is constantly pinging all the time. Orders. It must also be passionate-led. Set your quarterly goals. What is your financial goal up until March 30th, 2020? What is it? Do you know? And we've been through this. Do you know what it is? Add an extra £1,000 to your bank account each month? Or is it add 5? Or is it add 10? Is it add 50? Is it add 100 grand? All of those are possible. But it's down to you to make it work, to make it possible. The money will turn up. It's not magic. It's not the law of frickin' attraction. It's just what happens. It's how humans work. Called reciprocity. Buy someone a beer. In most cases, they'll buy you one back. They buy you a beer. You almost feel obligated to buy one back. It's humans, how we work. Improvements. Again, what can I do with my time that's important and helps others? One thing to improve on based around your passion and purpose. What's my passion? How can I improve on my passion? What can I do? As in my purpose. What more can I do to help others? What knowledge can I pass on? Maybe this person, I know they're feeling a little bit fucked off at the moment. I'll call them. You want a coffee? Let's have a coffee. Let's talk through it. Set quarterly goals. What is your improvement? What do you improve on by the end of March 30, 2020? It's got to be specific. It includes people. Is it a product that you want to bring in, or a strategy that you want to look at? Do you need more knowledge in what you're currently doing? Do you want to bring some love into your life? Do you want to give some love? Do you want to get healthier? You need to be specific about what it is. It could be all of those things. You don't have to limit to one. What do you want to achieve? Again, what can I do with my time that's important and helps others? Think that before you do your financial, your improvement, and your achievement goal. One thing to achieve around your passion and goals. Purpose. Quarterly goal. What's your aspiration? What effort are you going to put in? Are you going to put in more effort? I've achieved 50% more effort. I've been more persistent. I haven't just given up after 2 phone calls or 3 phone calls. I haven't given up after 100 phone calls. I remember one time I made over 60 phone calls to get to one person to give me the answer that I needed. 59 phone calls told me the wrong answer. The 60th phone call told me the right answer. It made us £125,000. Took me 4 hours. If you're passionate about it, you're going to do it. Was I passionate about it? Fucking damn straight. 100%. And when you do it and you know it works, you continue to do it. If you want results, you're going to need to put effort in to get results. Create and follow a process. Create daily habits, positive habits. Put them in your calendar. And ask yourself, rent to rent is a process. Service accommodation is a process. Buying a property is a process. Flipping a property is a process. As to as development, as to as a title split, as to as a lease option, delayed completion, they're all processes. Driving a car is a process. You get in, you open, you unlock it, you get in, put your seatbelt on, you start up, you look in the mirror, you put it in gear, off you go, radio, Wi-Fi, breakfast, whatever, however you drive a car. Everything you do is a process. Now, this is important, so listen up. If you find something that you think you like doing, try the process. If you don't like the process, you should stop. If you don't like rent to rent, if you don't like property, if you don't like flipping properties, you don't like searching, you don't like sourcing, or if you don't like the stock market, you don't like your job, you don't like your partner, then stop and change. Because we have a limited amount of days on this planet. And every day that goes away, you can't get it back. It's gone. Don't waste your time and energy on things that you are not passionate about. I can't be any clearer than that. You must have a passion for the process to get the results for success. You must have it. If you're not waking up, if you're waking up thinking, fuck, I don't want to do this. I don't want to go to agents. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go in the stock market. I don't want to look at charts. I don't want to go to work. I don't want to see my wife or husband or whatever. I don't want to see this person. I don't want to see that person. If you're not passionate about the process of what you're in, stop. Simple as that. The results, everyone looks at the results, right? Oh, yeah, I can make 100 grand here, darling, yeah. Okay, so what do you have to do? I have to do this. And this is where most people who go to all these courses, they fail. This is why people out there who do big courses, they ramp you up. They get into the mindset shit. They get you to run to the back and sign now with your credit card, pay. Because they've got you in such a state of, I can do this, hallelujah. And then they start the process and they hate the process. So they give up and they stop. This is failure on a massive fucking scale. However, if you have realized that and you stop and you don't like the process, you might say, okay, I'm going to flip property. I quite like that. I want to get my hands dirty. I want to get involved. I want to get dirty feet. I want to hang out with builders. I want to swear and smell and whatever. And I want to be on site when it's raining, snowing, fucking hot. I want to be there every fucking second of the day. If that's your passion and you love that, flip properties. If you want to build properties, you could do the same with that. If you like process and you like detail and you like following a set procedure, then tenants and guests are good for you. However, the good thing with service accommodation, if you don't like it, get someone else to run it. And enjoy the rewards, the results of having somebody else with the passion for the process to run that part of the business for you. We have a pub hotel. I'm not a big fan of running a pub. That's why I don't run the pub. I don't like the process of ordering beer. I don't like the process of, hello punters, talking to everyone and doing this and whatever. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like the process. But I am passionate about the results and the people that I am helping along the way who are involved with that project. You can see with me, my passion is about helping others. That's what I'm about. It's what I like doing. It's what I talk about on a daily basis. Simple steps for your passion. Find something that you're credible or good at. When I say credible, people recognize you for being good at that. If I said to my friends and students, they'd say, yeah, Ash is quite good at this and this and this and blah, blah, blah. I know that because I get feedback. And you've got to get feedback from friends and family. People who've known you for at least 3, 4, 5 years. 3 years. What are you good at? I can tell all of you guys who are on here, I know what you're good at. Some of I know you really well. Some of I know less well. Paul Thomas, fucking process king. Process king. So he can run a business with his freaking eyes closed. You can, Paul. But you just got to step over the threshold and say, I am good at this. Your skill set, your credibility, your knowledge all point to that, Mr. Thomas. To the point that I'm using your spreadsheets. The detail that you have in your cleaning cupboard within your property shows that you are king of process, king of detail. Would I want somebody like Paul Thomas running one of my businesses? Damn straight. Absolutely. Of course I would. Sarah Bolt. Very good with people. Bit of a social butterfly. Get in the mix. Get out there. Enjoy it. Would you be good in an office? No, me neither. Get out there. Embrace it. Do what you're good at. That's your skill set. Talk to people. Find deals. Get deals. Find properties. Good. Passion. What do you actually talk about on a daily basis? What do you long to be doing? What do you wish you were doing? What do you say to yourself, if I won lotto, I would be doing this. I would be doing that. If I had a choice, I would be doing this. I would be doing that. Why would you be doing this? Why would you be doing that? Is there a need for your skill set? Is there a need in the world for your knowledge that you can share? You know, like I say there, what can you be good at that you don't realize at the moment that you're good at? Paul Thomas probably didn't realize that he can run a business with eyes closed. But I know he can because I've seen people like him do it. Would he be the creative person to grow the business? He can learn that. But at the moment, his skill set, his current skill set, is to run a business. And I can tell you, every T would be dotted twice, crossed twice. Every I would be dotted 3 times. I'm not that type of person. But I need people like that running businesses. This is where you leverage other people's passion. And you leverage their purpose, and what you're doing is you're helping them with their passion. You're helping them with their purpose. So your purpose is being added to all the time. Number 4, how do I get rewarded? How do I monetize this? How do I get paid? This is your passion. So, in a nutshell, you're sitting there. Okay, Ash, so what am I good at? Well, yeah, I'm quite good at with people. I like teaching. I've been told that I'm good at like mentoring people. I'm creative. I never say no. I always say yes to everything. Might say no later. But yeah, I'm entrepreneurial. I will have a go at things, as in I'm adventurous, and I will have a go at things that you know I probably shouldn't do. But I know that I can leverage other people's experience and expertise. I'm very good at that. I'm very good at dragging other people into a business, helping them grow their passion, helping them grow their purpose, and at the same time getting rewarded and paid for it. What do I talk about? Exactly what I'm talking about right now, all day, every day. I don't tell people about my success. I tell people about your successes. Because to me, that's exciting. And that's what I'm passionate about. It's what I talk about. Is there a demand for it? Fuck yeah. Millions of people are demanding this. Millions of people need this. Could I do more? Could I offer more? Yes, I could. However, my purpose is to help an X amount of people. But I know that the people I help then go on to help others. Becomes like one of those multi-level marketing things. They all go and help others. So I know this. Sam Aya, helping many of you here with running your properties. And yet he first came to me few years ago and started a course. Now he's got 20 properties of his own and he runs 30 or more. He keeps adding to it. What's Sam good at? He's a fucking maniac. He's boom, boom, boom. He can juggle 1,000 plates, whereas most can juggle maybe 1 or 2. That's what he's good at. He's on the go, boom, boom, boom. If I said, Sam, stop, do this, well, no, it'd be boring. That's not a passion to sit around and do fuck all. And then I would say to myself, okay, yeah, there's demand, there's here, there's there, blah, 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 blah. How do I get rewarded for it? Okay, well, maybe I could run a course and help others and they will pay for my time. Maybe during that time, I can also do deals with them. I can finance deals, so we both get rewarded. Again, helping others, purpose, passion, helping me, and so on and so forth. The results of all this will give you joy or happiness. They will give you energy. Like I was just talking about Sam. Sam, stop. No, slow down. No, I don't want to. He's doing what he's passionate about. He's contributing to his purpose. He's happy. He's energetic. He doesn't want to stop. Enthusiasm, fuck me. He's got enthusiasm in buckets. That's what he do. I mean, James Adams, again, process king. Now learning to let some of that go because his passion and his purposes are also changing because he's got an instant business in service accommodation, one of the best around, with Lindsay. So when I say your life goal has got to be dynamic, their life goal was completely different at the start of the freaking year, last year, in 12 months. It's gone fucking head over heels. That's the way it is. Tony, my old mate Tony, I'm helping Tony out at the moment because it's part of my purpose to help others. And that's what we're doing. You're moving that apartment today, Tony, by the way? That's it. That's where we finish. Thank you. We've gone an hour and 20 minutes today. Sorry if I got a bit too passionate. Good. Some of you are saying you missed your goals last year. Well done. Now you have the chance to rectify that and hit them now. Jack Brown, first New Year's Eve off in years. Well done, big boy. Happy New Year, Mark. Welcome. Yes, you can adapt this to anything in your life. Business, personal, whatever. Be happy. Be energetic. Be enthusiastic. Whenever you talk, do me a favor today. Just for the next 24 hours. Whoever you talk to, listen intently. Don't go, oh, yes, I'm listening. Yes. I don't mean that. Listen intently. Give them your 100% attention when they're talking to you. See what you learn. See what you learn. No matter what they say, find it interesting. It will be interesting. The more you listen, the more you learn. That's something that I worked on for myself last year, and it works. Listen more intently and find everything that everyone's talking about interesting, because the fact is they think it's interesting. You ever spoken to somebody and they're like, away with the fairies? You're like, fuck, what am I talking to you for? Well, guess what? It's reciprocal. Happens the other way. Find people interesting, because every single person on this planet is interesting in some way, shape, or form. What they have to say may help you in some way, shape, or form. It may be that you will never do what they say, which is going to help you, or you will implement what they say. Good. Thank you. It's been a long one. Have a good day. I want feedback every single week from what you're implementing and what you found your passion is and what your purpose is. Every week we're going to do this feedback. We want it. You ain't getting away. Every Monday morning we want feedback. I'm going to ask you. And if you don't turn up because you're scared of that, think about the circles and the people that you spend time with. Get on this webinar. And we've got a big turnout today, so thank you. Good. Tim, I think you might have your house now. If you're in, I'm not sure, but congratulations on your new house. Well done. And I'll chat to those who I'm catching up with this week, Arlene, and next week. Next week, I am with James, I think. Yes. Awesome. Have a great week. Have a great quarter. Have a great year. Have an amazing decade. And have the best life possible for you. Go out and create adventure. Bye.